So do you also use Cashfree for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create zero contact on Cashfree payment. So over here I'm running a Edutech company and we use Cashfree to sell our courses online. So now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new payment through Cashfree, which is as soon as we sell a new course with the help of Cashfree, automatically the one who has purchased the course, which is my customer details, should be added into my Xero account too. That too without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Cashfree payments and Xero. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automate the process of creating a zero contact whenever a payment is made through Cashfree. So manually managing payment details and customer records can be time consuming and prone to errors. But by integrating Cashfree with Xero, you can ensure that every new payment automatically creates or updates a contact in Xero with accurate details. This not only saves time but also helps you to maintain organized financial records, making your accounting process more efficient. So stay with me as I guide you through setting up this seamless automation. And let's start with a really simple example. Let's say that my name is Smart User and I'm just going to purchase this PHP course, alright? So I'm just going to enter all of my details and purchase this PHP course. I'm just going to select the payment method and pay for this PHP course to purchase it. And yes, you can see payment successful. Thank you for your order. So you can see that I've successfully purchased this course as Smart User, alright? So now I'm just going to open my Xero account and over here we are going to refresh this contacts page in order to check for a new contact created. And yes, over here you can see a new contact has been created. You can see the same name which we entered, the same email and the same phone number which we entered. That too without any manual efforts. The contact gets created automatically. So this is the process we are going to learn in today's video. And if you also want to create this seamless automation for your business, so for that you have to watch this video till the end. So to do this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. And as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of stars free every month. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we are going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And as soon as we're going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create zero contact on Cashfree payment, Cashfree to Xero, and then we just have to click on this create. And as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the one who is going to give the commands to this workflow and the actions are the response to it's the same commands given by our trigger. So that's why we have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. Alright, so to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Cashfree. So I'm just going to search for Cashfree right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. Now it's asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new payment via form is made, my workflow should be triggered or started. So I've selected the same as my trigger event. And as soon as So we are going to select the trigger event. It is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Cashfree account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we have to do is, first we are just going to copy this webhook URL given, and then we have to follow this help text. And now it is saying log into your Cashfree account, go to the developers, payment gateways, and then webhooks. Click on the payment form and then add your webhook URL and paste the webhook URL. Okay, we are going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Cashfree account, and now from here we have to go towards the developers. And now after coming over here towards the developers, we have to go towards the webhooks under this payment gateway. Okay, and as soon as we're going to click on this webhooks, you can see that now we have to go towards this payment form. And as you can see, all the webhooks which I have previously added, but I'm just going to add a new. For that, I'm just going to click on this add webhook endpoint, and now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we're just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow over here, and then click on this test and add. And yes, you can see that it is saying status success. All right, so I'm just going to click on this add button right over here to add this webhook URL. And yes, you can see webhook added successfully. So with this, we have successfully added our webhook URL. So now I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here you can see that we have received a response, and this response is the proof of adding the webhook URL. But over here what I want is, I want to capture the details of the one who is making the payment, which is my customer. So for that, I'm just going to click on this recapture webhook response, and then yes. And over here I'm just going to do the test submission once again so that I can capture the details of my customer. All right, so let's say that for the name, I'm just going to keep it as demo user. This is email, and as you can see, the phone number. And now I'm just going to click on this pay securely 499. I'm just going to select the payment method. Over here you can see that I'm using a test Cashfree account. All right, so here I'm just going to enter all of the details and click on this proceed to pay. Once again, we're going to wait for a few seconds, and yes, over here you can see payment successful. With this, we have successfully completed this payment and purchased the course as demo user. So now I'm just going to open my workflow, and yes, over here you can see that we have captured the response right over here too. You can see the same name which we entered. Over here you can see the same phone number which we entered, and also the email. Also, you can notice that over here is the order amount too, right? So yes, with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new payment via form is received in my Cashfree account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered, and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. All right. So further, what I want is, I want to create zero contact on Cashfree payment. So for that, for the action application, we have to select it as zero. So I'm just going to search for zero right over here, and then we have to select this. Now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create a contact and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Xero account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on this add a new connection, and then we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Xero. And as soon as we're going to click on this blue button, you can see that Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. All right, so I'm just going to click on this allow access and give Pabbly all the access or the permissions it is asking for. And remember, our data is secure with Pabbly, so you can also click on this allow access without any tension or worries. And as soon as we're going to click on this allow access, yes, you can see authorization successful. With this, we have successfully connected our Xero account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the organization. So here you can see that this is my organization, so I'm just going to select it. And now it is asking me to enter the contact name. So here I want to create a contact with the same details received from my Cashfree. All right, over here you can see the name which we have received, which is demo user. So I want to create a contact with the same name, which is demo user. So I'm just going to enter contact name right over here, which is demo user. But we are not going to enter it manually or by copy pasting it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Cashfree as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So for the contact name over here, you can see demo user. So let's say that we're going to map this. Then this will definitely change with every new response received because we have mapped it. code, and we have successfully made this field a dynamic one. And now it is asking me for the country code. We are going to ignore it. It is asking for the account number, primary person, first name, last name, and many other details. So here we are only going to fill in the details which are required or the details which I want to. If you wish, you can definitely fill out all the details too. Over here I want to enter the email address, so I'm just going to map the email address too. Over here you can see the same, so we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. Over here I want to map the phone number, so I'm just going to map the phone number too. Okay, I'm just going to look for phone number, and as you can see the same, so we're going to map it. Now after mapping all of these details, I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, and as soon as we're going to do so, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully created a new contact with the same name and email in our Xero account. So I'm just going to open my Xero account and check for the new contact created. Alright, so I'm just going to refresh this contacts page in order to check for the new contact created. And yes, over here you can see a new contact has been created. You can see the name which we entered, which is demo user. You can see the email and the phone number which we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new payment via form is made in my Cashfree account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered. Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same and create a contact in my Xero account, that too without any manual efforts. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. This workflow is going to run in backend, and we can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.